Cheevo, guys.
What up, guys? This is
Cheevo, guys.
back here again with another achievement guide. Today, we're going to be focusing on the NBA Baller Supreme achievement in NBA 2K Playgrounds 2. Personally, I felt this was the hardest achievement in the game. To get this achievement, we must beat the NBA season on NBA difficulty. Now, without the cloud save trick that I'm going to show you guys here shortly, this achievement would actually be really difficult. The NBA difficulty is actually really hard. It doesn't give you any breaks. It gives you horrible lottery picks, and it gives the CPU all of the good lottery picks. And to be honest, it really gives you the short end of the stick on a lot of the shooting percentages. I found that my players missed shots a lot more on this difficulty, even though the probability percentage of the shot was pretty high. So ultimately, you could pick any players you want. I ended up doing this with Steph Curry and Kevin Durant on the Warriors. I just recommend having one good point guard or a shooting guard, and then one big man to make sure that he could dunk the ball. Now, my number one tip is win the tip-off. This is because the first person to get the first shot gets an extra point. So if you score a dunk, you get 3 points. If you score a three-pointer, you get 4 points. So not only do you get a head start on your opponent by scoring first, but you get an extra point. Next, you want to make sure that you alley-oop. I don't recommend just going in and dunking. That is unless you have an open lane or you're by yourself, because the CPU's defense on NBA difficulty is really unforgivable. You really want to make sure that you take advantage of your jackpots. There's a ton of ways to gain extra points with some of the jackpots. So you want to make sure that you prioritize learning how each of these jackpots work. Now, other than that, I want to talk about the cloud save trick. Otherwise, you can end up like me when I try this with the Phoenix Suns and I try to play the whole season legit, and I barely missed the playoffs. I had the same record as some of the teams that made the playoffs. I just lost through the tiebreaker. So in an effort not to try this multiple times and take multiple runs on trying to beat this on NBA difficulty, I'm going to teach you guys a little cloud save trick that's going to enable us to basically not lose it all. So if you quit during a game, it counts as a forfeit, and that's going to count as a loss in your win-loss record for the season. So it's not as easy as just quitting if you're about to lose. Now, what we want to do is, if we find that we're losing or already lost the game, it's fine as long as you haven't went back to the main menu yet. What we want to do is pull up the guide button. We want to hover over 2K Playgrounds 2. We want to press menu, and then we want to go to manage game and add-ons. After that, you want to go to your profile and you want to go to delete save data, and then you want to go over to delete from console. Make sure that you only delete it from the console. Don't press delete from everywhere. You want to make sure that you do this while the app is running. If you force quit the app, it's going to save your progress on that loss. Even if you're in the middle of the game, it'll automatically count it as an L. So make sure that you don't force close the app during a game, because that will count as a loss as well. You have to do this cloud save trick if you want to avoid losses during the season. So after that, we can go ahead and load up our game again. As you can see, we didn't take an L. It did not remember the loss. So we can just go ahead and try it again, and hopefully we win this time. You're going to repeat this method until you complete the whole NBA season on NBA difficulty. At that point, you're going to be awarded the NBA Baller Supreme achievement for a 200 gamer score. That's for winning the NBA season on NBA difficulty. Also, assuming this is your second playthrough and that you already did a playthrough on easy difficulty on the opposite conference, you're going to get the Coast to Coast achievement for winning the NBA season with one team from each conference. As always, I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment and don't forget to like and subscribe.